If this easel works, it can be a game changer. Are you struggling to take your oil painting to the next level? Well, it might not be your skills. It could be your studio setup limiting your potential. Today I'm sharing the #1 secret for a professional studio for oil painters investing in the right easel. Let's go. Being a good painter is about managing your space, lighting, ventilation, workspace organization, and yes, having a high quality easel. This is the heart of your studio. If you paint a lot, it's going to be your best friend. So it matters a lot. It's not just comfort, it's also potential. Easels come in a variety of styles, each suited for a different kind of space and a different kind of use. First, we've got the A-frame easel or Lyra easel with a triangular tripod-like design and a single rear leg. Really, I don't recommend those because they can't keep your canvas steady vertically. They are quite cheap, so maybe as a display easel, but if you want to work on it, I really don't recommend them. Next, we have the tabletop easels designed to sit on a table or a desk. It's affordable for small rooms, but not the best in the long run because it's quite limiting in terms of space. For small spaces, I recommend the French box easel like this one because you can basically put it on a table, put it wherever you want, and you have the included tripod with it. You can fold it at the end of the day and move on with the rest of your life and clean up after your painting session if you don't have a dedicated room. Even better, the pochade box. A pochade box is a fantastic solution for beginners who want to start oil painting and lack the space because you can fold it at the end of your session and the painting stays protected inside. The pochade box is not necessarily something very affordable. The compact design makes it relatively expensive, almost as expensive as a big easel, sometimes even more expensive. But the good thing about the pochade box is that whether you're painting inside in a small studio or outside, you can take this outside and paint plein air. And by the way, I made the demonstration for my oil painting course, the landscape demonstration I made with this pochade box, and it was awesome. You just need to find a good tripod to hold it. You even have a little trapdoor for all your tools, your extra canvases. It's really nice. You have your palette right there. I recommend that you put a little glass surface to make it clean. So if the space is really a concern, the pochade box might be the best investment to kickstart your artistic journey. But if you're really serious about it, what I recommend is an H-frame easel, like these beasts. These easels have a sturdy H-frame design. They're quite heavy, by the way. And they're extremely stable. They have adjustable height and angle, so they're suitable for standing or sitting. And by the way, for oil painting, I recommend standing. They can hold very large canvases and last a lifetime. Now, look at this one that Meaden hooked us up with. It has another great feature. It's versatility. It can accommodate upright painting or flat work. Disclaimer, Meaden sent me this easel for free for me to review. I didn't receive any payment, and I can give you my perfectly honest opinion. I built this easel this morning, and I'll give you the good and the bad. But first, why the easel matters anyhow? Why can't you paint on anything? An easel isn't just a piece of furniture in your studio. It's an artist partner in creation. So the way you position your canvas will influence your technique, your comfort, and ultimately the quality of your work. The ease with which you can adjust the height is also a great factor. So you need two things, sturdiness and adjustability. And only this type of easel has both. So unlike tripods, A-frame easels, those H-frame easels, so the studio easels, have a rectangular base and they are strong in vertical support. This keeps your canvas steady and you can even tilt it forward a little and this still holds on. This might be important to reduce the glare. This is something that oil painters often do because sometimes on the top of your canvas you have a lot of glare and it kind of disturbs your vision. So you might want to place your easel ever so slightly forward like that. A vertical easel allows the artist to see the work as it would be viewed by the audience later on when it's hung on the wall. And this is crucial because you really want to maintain the proper perspective, the proportions. You want to see how the painting is going to react to the light. This is really important, and a big studio easel like that is the best way to work vertically. If you want more versatility in your technique, you might want to invest in a sort of a hybrid H-frame easel like this one that can be placed in a vertical or a horizontal position. A hybrid H-frame easel allows you to switch between vertical and horizontal position according to your unique needs of the moment. Little drawback in my opinion, 6 nuts and bolts need to be loosened and retightened every time you want to switch positions, because you really have to make it super tight if you don't want it to move. Otherwise see, there's a little movement here. It's a little shaky. You have to go and make sure that everything is super tight. So I consider that it's a little bit too shaky for my taste. It's not a deal breaker, but what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna drill and create a little system with a lock, simply a little stick that would lock it in place and allow me to really keep it steady in the vertical position. I don't mind the fact that it goes back and forth, but I really want it to be a little bit more steady than that when it's upright. So the upright position is ideal for traditional oil painting, acrylic painting, especially for techniques that require some figurative works like glazing, detailed brushwork, because this upright position greatly reduces the glare and allows you to view your work as the viewer will see it when it's hung on a wall. For watercolorists and those using fluid acrylic techniques, like pouring, for example, drippings of sorts, really this horizontal position is key, and switching from horizontal to vertical can be super useful. You might find yourself using inks, resins, spray paints. You might want to combine watercolor with oil pastels. If you want to explore texture-heavy techniques like acrylic pouring, that might be useful in this case. So it can be an acceptable trade-off depending on your goals. With flexibility, sacrifices a little bit of sturdiness. Otherwise, it's super well built and it's very stable for a good price, but you trade off a little bit of sturdiness. So the real question is, do you need an adjustable easel like that? Strictly speaking, if you just want to paint with oil, no. You can get a null H-frame easel, which will be a little bit more sturdy, and for gessoing or varnishing where you need to be horizontal, just use a table. A regular non-adjustable easel will be more sturdy. However, if you want to have the possibility to explore multiple mediums and have a little bit more versatility and ease of use, then absolutely go for it. This model is a great easel. I'm going to leave the link in the description. So thank you to Meeden for sending me yet a third easel. So those two are going to stay in place. They're actually locked in place with clamps, and I'm going to use this one as my third wheel, as my flexibility, as my versatile easel, because this is what it's made for. I'm super happy with the build quality. It's awesome. It's going to be great to just switch in the blink of an eye, switch from horizontal to vertical, and just paint away. That's it for this video, my friend. Now it's time to get painting, and you can click on this video. I'll see you for the next one. And as always, joy and inspiration to you. Bye.